KHQA This Morning. It's your news now.
Yeah, so it was a big night in Hollywood, and Kristen's going to be talking a little bit about the dresses that the girls wore, and even men's fashion too, because you know the men. Sometimes when you think about fashion, it's all about the women, but it's about the men too. They have some hard things, some hard choices to make. You're not going to the Golden Globes. You're not going to the Globes, but yeah, so they do put a lot of time and effort into that, and it takes a while for them to pick out their dresses too. Let's check in with Kristen Aguirre to see what she is up to this morning. How's it going, Kristen?
Hi, good morning. Yep, that's right. Today we are covering Golden Globes red carpet fashion. I'm here at the Sweet Apricot shop, and Sarah Platt, the owner, and I are already disagreeing on who is the best and worst dress. So we're coming up later in the show. We're going to show you who is a hit and maybe who was a miss. Make sure you tweet me out and let me know who you thought was the best dress, or make sure you write it on our Facebook page. And we're also going to be showing you how you can take that red carpet fashion to your everyday wardrobe.
Ooh. Sounds interesting. I like that. Maybe not you so much.
Checking in with Kristen Aguirre, who is out and about in Quincy this morning.
Yeah, Kristen, what are you up to?
We are talking Golden Globes red carpet fashion, and if you watched it last night, and if you didn't, we are going to recap everything that happened last night. It was a huge night for fashion, right, Sarah?
And it was gorgeous. So many new trends on the runway. Absolutely loved it. One of the best things that I saw on the red carpet was the optic white dresses, which we never usually see. Last year was the year of the nude dresses, so it was really cool to come out and do something so bold in January. Another great trend, did you notice all the geometric patterns?
I did. I loved that. I loved that.
Nicole Kidman pulled something off. I think hers was Versace. I mean, there was lots of fun.
A few times Nicole had been on the red carpet last season, and it was a lot of like, ooh, not good. And she totally, girl, brought it back last night.
Actually, when they were interviewing her, she mentioned, I kind of lost interest in fashion, and unfortunately that really showed. So it was great to see her come out in something that was so brand new and so fresh. Some of the other things that we saw trending that you can do at home are the cool tones, and we'll give you some examples of those coming up with things that we've got in the shop.
And we are also going to show you the best and worst dressed. We're going to go through some of the people that were the most popular on the red carpet and talk about who we thought was a good hit and who was a miss. Sarah and I are already disagreeing on a few of those people. So coming up later in the show, we're going to go ahead and show you how you can take those red carpet trends that we just talked about and integrate them into your everyday wardrobe.
Because those dresses are very expensive. They can run in the thousands of dollars.
They're not going to fit in my budget. But the trends you can fit in your budget, and we're going to show you how.
Cool. Thanks, Kristen.
In Quincy this morning.
Yeah, Kristen, how's it going? You're kind of dressing people for into their budget, but kind of going along with Golden Globes, huh?
That's right. We are talking about red carpet trends from the Golden Globes, and it was an amazing night filled with a ton of fashion and a ton of new trends. With me now is Sarah Platt from the Apricot shop in Quincy, and we're talking about how you can take those red carpet trends into your everyday life. So it's not always in our budget. What can we do to kind of get it?
Okay, so maybe we won't be wearing Versace, but there are some things that we can pull from what the stars did and put it in our own closets. Something that I really love seeing, Jennifer Gardner, Marianne Cotillard, they picked up on the spring. They did a lot of navies, burgundies, and a lot of designers showed that for spring, which was a big difference, something we wouldn't normally see. We're used to the, floral pastels. So here I've just sort of put a couple of things together. Navy, navy, navy. I saw so many navy dresses that were so gorgeous on the runway. And this one from BB Dakota pulls in some lighter colors, so it's a little bit easier to wear for spring. Something like this navy with the tie dress, we can add some lighter accessories, maybe a softer colored belt, a little pastel cardigan, so we can mix in that other trend with what we normally use in spring. The other thing that I loved was all the optic white colors. So many optic white. Anne Hathaway had this gorgeous optic white dress on, and this is just another example of how we can put it in. The black and white trend was huge. I know Stacy Keibler, everybody loved her dress with the black and white striping, so black and white, back to basics. What can I say? It's
And
easy.
These are definitely all simple ways that you can integrate them into your wardrobe. We'll have more of these tips on our website at connecttristates.com. You can also check up our YouTube page. Coming up later in the show, we are talking best and worst dressed, and make sure you tweet me out who you thought was the best dressed.
Well, that would be me, of course.
Obviously, because you were there.
I was so at the
That's
Golden
where
Globes.
I really was.
the best dressed every morning.
That's where you really
That's
were.
where I really
sure.
was.
Well, what
I'm
Kristen,
not quite sure when.
Kristen Aguirre is live in Quincy this morning.
Yeah, Kristen, how's it going?
Hi, we are talking red carpet trends and how you can bring them to your everyday life. So, Sarah, what is the next set of trends we have going on here?
Well, I want to talk about structure and geometric shapes with what they were wearing last night. I know Lena Dunham, who had a big win last night, she was in Zac Posen, and it was very structured through the bodice and the flaring on the way down. Also, Nicole Kidman in her Alexander McQueen dress.
Loved it.
Lots of going on, but lots of different structure and things. So here's a few things that if we don't have the money for Alexander McQueen, we can pull off and get those same trends. This is a little Free People slip dress, and I love the detailing put into this, not only here through the bodice, but also in the slip. So this is some fun pleating that they've done, and it brings in lots of different shapes. On this one over here, I've got a BB Dakota Resort pant, and this is easy because all of the shape is just put into the print, which is just really fun, laid back. The blue on white makes it easy to pair with lots of different things, and the prints are maybe a little bit easier to wear than things that actually have the structured designs into them. This one over here is a little different. Again, it's a resort piece. Love the fabric of this coat. But they took the trench and they updated it by making the bottom a little asymmetrical. Again, this is dealing with those cooler tones that I talked about earlier for spring. So this is kind of fun just because the color isn't what you would normally see.
And these are so easy. I think people would never think that they can take the red carpet trends that we saw and then put them into everyday life. These are just simple, easy ways to kind of get those trends into your wardrobe.
Exactly.
All right, well, we'll have more of these tips on our website at connecttristates.com and our YouTube page. And coming up after the break, coming up later in the show, we are going to talk about best and worst dress. So if you have a best nominee, make sure you tweet me at Kristen Aguirre.
And I think it's interesting that you and Sarah both have different opinions on who is the best dressed and who's the worst dressed.
Oh, we do. We were already arguing about it before the show started, so it's going to be interesting.
Put the gloves down, ladies.
Yes.
All right.
This morning, talking a little bit about Golden Globes, bringing LA to your closet.
Hey, we like that. Bring some of the weather with it too. Hey, Kristen.
Hi, yes, we've been talking trends all morning, and you can visit our website at connecttristates.com and YouTube to see how you can integrate those red carpet trends into your wardrobe. But now, we're keeping it simple. We are talking best and worst dress. We're going to have some video play right now of our Hollywood actresses with their outfits last night. So the first one up is Kate Hudson. Loved it.
Right. She was in Alexander McQueen. This dress was definitely taken down a little bit from how it was shown on the runway, but black and gold. Saw it a lot last night.
We just passed Amy Adams, who I loved. She was all nude, loved that. But now we have Naomi Watts on it, loved it.
Naomi Watts, Zac Posen, great example of those cooler tones. We've got, let's see here.
Jennifer Lawrence.
Jennifer Lawrence, yeah, she was wearing the Dior Haute Couture, which was really, really beautiful.
She looked very dainty. And now we have J-Lo up. I was okay, kind of ice skater-ish.
I hated J-Lo's. It was terrible. If it would have been shown 5 years ago, I might have liked it, but I thought it was awful. And age inappropriate, I might add.
Yeah, she's getting a little older. She needs to take it down a notch. We just passed Anne Hathaway, who we both said we loved earlier.
Optic white trend.
Yes, loved that. And then we had Taylor Swift, who we both.
Taylor Swift is my worst dress nominee.
Oh,
I thought
really?
she was terrible. It looked like she was going to prom, but she was one of the teachers.
She definitely was a 90s prom queen. A lot of people said, you know, she looked so great, she looked so elegant. I just was not.
And the train on that dress did nothing for her. I don't understand the choice at all.
Another person we had up there was Eva Longoria. I loved her leg. Better than Angelina's.
She definitely worked a leg better than Angelina Jolie. That's for sure. That's for sure. I loved that part of it.
Well, coming up later in the show, we're going to continue our best and worst dress nominees, and we want to know what you think. So make sure you tweet me out. Let me know who you thought was best dressed last night and who was worst dressed.
Jessica Alba,
yeah,
hello.
Hers was beautiful. I love that coral.
She looked amazing.
With the train. Looked really, really pretty with very simple jewelry as well.
That color on her skin, gorgeous.
to make Jessica Alba look pretty, in my opinion.
Well,
also this morning in Quincy.
Yeah, how's it going, Kristen?
Hi, yes, Adele I loved her speech. She was so sweet, love her to death. What did you think about her outfit?
I thought it was perfect for her. I think she does a great job on dressing, especially dressing for her body type. Always has the hair to match. She looked good.
All right, but we are talking best and worst dressed this morning. We're going to continue on with the celebs that walked the red carpet last night at the Golden Globes. So our first one up is Jessica Chastain. And what was she wearing?
I loved it. She had a piece from Calvin Klein. It was actually custom for Jessica. The color was dynamite. I thought the hair, how she had it back but down and a little wavy. The jewels were real. I believe it was Lorraine Schwartz jewels. I mean, I thought it was absolutely flawless. Calvin Klein has this way of taking a very simple design and making it look beyond belief elegant. And she was a best dressed nominee for me.
Complete opposite. I thought Jessica looked not okay. I thought her chest area, the fabric in the front made it look saggy, like it just, I thought it was a mess. I just was not a fan of this. Right now we have up on the screen, we just had Lucy Liu. There was a lot of kind of ups and downs over that. What did you think of that one?
Right, okay, this Caroline Herrera piece was gorgeous on the runway because that same floral print carried on through the entire show. Here on the red carpet, it stood out like a sore thumb. It's a gorgeous dress, but it just didn't go with everything else that we saw. And so because it stood out in a weird way, it ended up looking awful. And I kind of felt like there should have been somebody telling her that that was going to happen.
This what makes me so upset is that these people have stylists. Why on earth are they telling them that it's okay to wear this?
So we can sit here and talk about them.
Exactly. I did like her hair though. I thought Lucy Liu's hair was so
You know what?
cute.
That was great with hair. Just like letting go of fashion for a second, hair was so casual this time around. So many people did, like the Hayden Panettiere, she had just a loose wave, looked gorgeous.
I know, I just loved the very simple hair.
Ponytails, braids, and hair kind of straight and wavy.
Well, Sarah and I are definitely agreeing on the simple hair. We loved it, but we are still at odds with Jessica Chastain's dress.
Love Jessica. Loved it.
Not okay. Chad and Lindsay, what did you think of that blue dress?
Of it. The color looked good with her hair, but it looked, you're right, it looked droopy on the top. And it didn't go well. I like the color though. The color looked really good with her strawberry blondish hair.
With her skin and her hair, it looked really pretty. But it was just, I can't believe that was made for her. Sarah loved it. I did not. We want to know what you think. Make sure you tweet us out and at Kristen Aguirre and let me know what you thought about Jessica's dress.
All right, thanks, Kristen. Well, yeah, and you'll have those on. Oh, she's gone. She'll have those on YouTube for you as well later today.
She went where I was.
Yeah.